50, play.
Hey, man, watch the boot.
Sponge. Stick, pull it high. Hey, wahoo.
On first down, Lawrence.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Will.
Mike's 4-2.
So we got man. Share.
Now Lawrence.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Watch the screen. 25, check 25.
On the ball.
Mike 42, check.
Now Lawrence on first down.
Walker with a grab, left side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
Here's Walker.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year, and look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say that this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn the pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Rush in.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Garabay's kick is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Rashawn Gary from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Prescott now.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
And that is incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Prescott. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Ten 0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Rashawn Gary able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure, they got him again. Rashawn Gary able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Prescott now from the 50. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
That's what I'm talking about.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And oh, a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Just defense.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Slot man moves right.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Check 52.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's got room.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Check. Mike 42. Move.
Mike 42, Mike 42.
Let's go, D. It's our time. 42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic.
So don't say nothing.
Here's Lawrence.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Running right, here's Walker. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hey, back shot, back shot.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Watch the slant. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Yep.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Hey, Alpha.
You. Mike 55. Right there in the middle.
Lawrence on 3rd down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. To throw is Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. A give to Elliott running left. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Hey, Delta.
42's the mic. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Mike 42, Mike 42.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got his tight end fed. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak?
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Prescott to throw it.
He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
The Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. From the 24, Lawrence taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic. Watch the
Now Lawrence.
And Walker has it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Lawrence.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. After the sack on first down, Lawrence finding Hardman here over the middle. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Big stop, let's go. 55 is mine, guys, 55.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Switch it, switch it, switch it, come on, switch it.
Lawrence will throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Fan.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The slot man in motion right.
Let's go, D.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fan. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Right 42, right 42. Bandit. 42's the mark, boys. 42. 42.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
61, matchbox right.
Straight ahead, Walker. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 62 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Bravo.
That's trash.
Hurry up, defense.
Lawrence now to throw after that last run.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Boy, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision.
We go. 70, Indy.
Got Mike 42, Mike.
Hey, wahoo.
His team showing up. 42's Mike, 42's.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Exit. Bang, 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 bang.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Echo.
Another try after the first down sack.
Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case,
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Cowboys have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They trail by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence
Flushed out right.
going right back to Fant.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Now Lawrence
Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
From midfield now, Lawrence
Steps away to his left. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Lawrence. Throw out wide to Walker.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Mecole Hardman.
41 yards.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now Dak.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Lawrence.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. A handoff left, Elliott.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.